त्यो त हामी त ल्यान्ड रेभेन्यूको तल एजुकेसनमा हो।
The person you are speaking with has put your call on hold. Please stay on the line.
আপনি যে ব্যক্তির সাথে কথা বলছেন তিনি আপনার কল হোল্ডে রেখেছেন। অনুগ্রহ করে লাইনে থাকুন।
From Sikkim is.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, sir, good morning, sir. Sir, how many districts has joined the meeting, sir? Can you please confirm?
Okay, I'll confirm and.
Because I could able to see only one district, Tashi, Choppalputtia.
Okay, I'll confirm it and.
Please ask them to join the meeting, sir. Because we have 3 more minutes only. So.
Okay, sir.
Balaji, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
It's about to be 11:30, so when do we start?
Sir, we may wait for next 3 to 5 minutes, sir. Because I requested to the district to join the meeting.
Okay.
From the state level, they are maybe they are requiring 3 more minutes.
How many districts are?
There are 4 districts, sir. There are 4 districts.
Okay. Presentation you will be sharing, Hana, from your side?
Yes.
Okay.
Sakshi, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Madam, Professor Vinod sir has joined the meeting, ma'am. I think so. Sir has joined the meeting, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I've requested the district to join us. They will be joining shortly.
Okay, ma'am. Shall we start the meeting? Do we wait for next 3 to 5 minutes?
So I'll just call them up and I'll ask them to hurry up. No, sir.
ठीक है मैम, ठीक है मैम. JD sir.
Yes, Balaji.
JD sir, Professor Vinod Sharma sir has joined the meeting, sir, and our Executive Director Major General Manoj Kumar Bindal sir also has joined the meeting.
Okay. Shall we start? Because you said that we have to wait for the some more districts to join.
We may wait for next 2-3 minutes, sir. No.
Please also inform our ED that we wait 2 to 3 minutes and then.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Professor VK Sharma sir, can you please check your audio, sir?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Very good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dhanmenji.
Yes, sir. Myself, Balaji from National. Yes, sir. National Institute of Disaster Management, sir.
Thank you, Balaji.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for.
Okay. Can you hear me? No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. So we may wait for next 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, we want to district to join the meeting, sir.
No problem.
ठीक है, sir.
Balaji, we may start since now it's about 11:33 and our EDN Professor VK Sharma sir has also joined. So
yes, sir. We may start, sir.
VK Sharma sir, good morning and very warm welcome from NIDM here, sir, on this IDRN one-day training program, and that to be going virtually in these times. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning, sir. Sir, AD sir, may I start, sir? Sir, ED sir, am I audible, sir? Sir, am I audible, sir?
Good, sir. ED sir?
No. Wait.
Okay, sir.
I think connection issue.
No, sir. You are audible, sir. But sir has to unmute.
ED साहब को unmute. Now it is okay.
Issues in developing disaster risk resilience, which is a very important.
Good morning, sir.
Vinod
Sharma, sir.
I request Dr. Sushma.
I'm sorry, I was on another webinar. We are today starting the process of making the disaster management plan for Environment Ministry. And it's a huge task. So today was the first consultation workshop we were having. So that's why I'm so sorry for joining in late.
No problem. Yeah.
So, good morning, sir. So with permission, may I start, sir?
In the meantime, I will sign off because I have to attend a very important meeting with the Attorney General. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just a second.
Yes, sir.
Paul, you said something to me?
Yes, sir. May I start, sir?
Please.
Sir.
Sorry.
Good morning, sir, and a warm welcome to all the participants from Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority, and a special welcome to Professor V.K. Sharma, the Vice Chairman, Sikkim Disaster Management Authority, and Mr. Figu Bhate, Additional Director, Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority, and all the participants from the 4 districts of the Sikkim State. I heartily welcome for this one-day orientation training program, wherein we would be discussing on the integrities of the IDRN portal and what we have just made this. We have come live with the new IDRN portal on 1st of June 2020, and we will be discussing and will be sharing the new IDRN portal with you. What are the features in that IDRN portal and how the database is to be updated. So on behalf of our Executive Director, I again welcome all the nominated participants from Sikkim State for a virtual training on India Disaster Response Network. As we all know how important is the inventory and the resources management. It is the foremost requirement for any disaster manager to make the inventory available to the first responders at the time of disaster or emergency. And so is the case in the state of Sikkim, as we are prone to various kinds of emergency situations. So for the resource managers, it is very important for this inventory to be updated at all times, to be utilized for, and it will save many lives at the times of disasters. With this, I would request our Executive Director, Major Manoj Kumar Bindal, to give a keynote address. Before he starts his address, I would just like to give a brief about his career. He has Major Manoj Kumar Bindal Vishish Seva Medal was commissioned into Army Air Defense, and it has more than 33 years of experience. And with this, he has experience in handling the disaster management aspects, all the aspects of disaster management. He took over as ED of NIDM in June 2019. And he is working with the vision of NIDM to strive relentlessly towards making a disaster-free India by developing and promoting a culture of prevention and preparedness at all levels. So when this IDRN portal was handed over to NIDM in the year 2008, but after 2008, RED took upon himself in October 2019 to make this network much more resilient and much more user-friendly, so that it can be utilized during the times of the disasters. With this, I would request our Executive Director, Major Manoj Kumar Bindal, to give his keynote address to the participants from Sikkim State.
Thank you, Kaldinesh Vashisht, for organizing this program, and a special thanks to all the dignitaries from Sikkim, and a special welcome to Professor V.K. Sharma, who's been a mentor in Sikkim also, and who's a mentor of NIDM also. So it's a good connect that we are having today with Sikkim. It is a very important issue on which we are talking about, because here is a resource which can be used by everyone. Here is a resource which can reduce the expenditure by each department to avoid duplication. And here is a resource which, once used properly, can save a lot of lives and a lot of efforts, because it is not important that everyone buys everything and keeps a stock with himself for everything that is required. If it can be moved around from one district to another, and as long as it is available within reach, if the like Sikkim is elongated and they're divided by the central ridge, so maybe north can have something, east can have something, south can have something. So sectorally, they can plan for resources to be placed, but all that information should be available at the click of a button. And that is exactly what IDRN is doing, that at the click of a button, anyone sitting anywhere in India or abroad can just find out which district has what item and from where it can be moved around. So there's no point, no dependency on the capacity of the individual to remember, okay, that particular district has this. Here we are giving them a ready-made link where if it is fed in properly, the data is fed properly during normal times, will greatly assist in the coordination effort of any disaster response. This particular site is mostly for disaster response at present. It does not cater for any other issue. It is just that at point of time, suddenly you require, say, avalanche rescue equipment. So it is known which all districts have how many and from where it can be flown to that area where it is required. Or any other thing. Snow equipment is required. Snow scooters are required because Sikkim has these issues, landslide issues. JCBs are required, dozers are required. So everyone has now. What is happening? A drive is being given to include private and public sector units also, because they have a lot of heavy equipment. They have a lot of equipment which can be used for disaster response. So they are being encouraged to feed in the data through the district collector only, so that the contact with the district collector is also maintained. Because finally, the onus of dealing with any disaster is on the district authorities, DDMAs. Everyone functions through them. If it is of a massive scale, then a parallel organization is set up. But as far as possible, it is the DDMAs which need to do. So the format of this IDRN is such that everyone has to approach the district, the data updated. And now with CSR includes mitigation efforts, that they can disaster mitigation equipment buy in that. So we can also ask some of the industries in a particular area to buy some heavy equipment, which is difficult to buy through the government channel because of the various rules and regulations and the time penalty that is involved, and hence ensure its availability in that area. So this is a tool which can be used imaginatively in many ways, and it is very useful. However, what is being seen is that the districts are not updating the data. Like 2 districts in Sikkim are very active and 2 districts are not active. So everyone has to become active for it to be fruitful. Even if it is the strength of this IDRN portal is the weakest district, because in a state, if one district data is not there, but the district holds everything, then this system will fail. So it is very important that all the districts must be equally active. All the districts should be feeding in data regularly. It should become a weekly meeting that the district collector has generally everywhere. This should also become one of the updation points where the IDRN, the person responsible for IDRN, actually shows a presentation of how much has been updated in the last 1 week, by which district. And this is done at the state level also. And the SDMAs also take stock of this situation. A dedicated person to be appointed at district level to look after the IDRN portal. It should not be an add-on responsibility, because it requires a lot of coordination, a lot of running around. Lot of departments are there. He has to get data from each department. List of industries are there with him. He has to run around to each industry, send a list of what all items and what else they have, and then update it, get it in the correct format, then feed it into the portal. And then there are some items which after 6 months require reconfirmation because they are of nature. Then there are some items which require reconfirmation after 1 year, that it is still there in working condition. So there is a large amount of work required by that person who's responsible for maintaining the database for the district. So he has to be chosen wisely. He has to be on a good pay package to keep him motivated. And he should be allowed to give a presentation every week to the district collector. And similarly, at the state level, the SDMA can have one person allocated whose job is that every week on a particular day, he takes out the data for his own district, who has done how much, and he projects it upwards, so that there is a check mechanism, feedback mechanism, and necessary directions can go to the relevant district. was this why I'm speaking on these issues, because the success depends upon this. Even if one district does not do well, it brings down all others' efforts. So I'll request Professor V.K. Sharma, who's Vice Chairman of the SDMA, that he has to institute a measure, some measure, wherein this thing is done and it is being checked on a weekly basis to make the districts accountable. We will share with you the data of all the 4 districts, what they have done in last 1 year, 3 months, and 1 month. You can then take a stock accordingly. So with this, I once again welcome all the participants, and I again thank Professor V.K. Sharma for joining us today and sharing the whole issue. And over to you, Dinesh Vashisht.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for giving us what we need to do actually on this IDRN portal. As we said today, sir, as per your directions, it is the 27th state out of the 36 states and union territories we have come to Sikkim today. With this, I would request Professor V.K. Sharma, the Vice Chairman at the Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority, to welcome the participants from Sikkim State for this one-day orientation training program and give his suggestions and inputs on this IDRN portal, how we can improve and do much better in handling this kind of a database which is required during the emergencies. Professor V.K. Sharma, sir, over to you.
Thank you very much, Colonel Vashisht, and Major General Bindal, sir, ED NIDM, Colonel Vashisht ji, Balaji, who is coordinating this program, Mr. Figu Bhutia, who is our very active, very dynamic, additional director of the SSDMA, and all the officers who are sitting. I cannot recognize them because everybody is having mask. So thanks that they are following, all instructions given to them. And we have limited number of people in the SSDMA, but each one is very active, and we have very, very good group, very dynamic group. So I can see, all the officers sitting in the control room. The officers from our district nodal officers and all participants, thank you very much, for attending this very important training, which is organized by NIDM. I compliment and I congratulate, Bindalji, that he has taken this subject so seriously that now each and every state will be covered. Colonel Vashisht was mentioning that already, I think 26 they have already covered, and this is the 27th. So I think this is a very big task, which they are doing. We started this process long back, and I think the stage is set by General Bindal, and he gave the importance of this subject because database, this is the time of technology. And India, we have reached, a long way, in science and technology. We have achieved a lot. If we compare ourselves with the region, I think India is doing very well in using science and technology. And one of the very important thing or very important aspect is this database. This we started from 2001 when Gujarat earthquake was there. And we realized that each and every equipment which was required, for rescuing people, that was there in Gujarat. But we were not knowing. District authorities were not knowing that what we have. Many times, we don't know that, how many officers are trained. So we could realize this thing in Gujarat that, they brought officers from other state to help, at Anjar, at Bhuj, at places which are affected badly. They brought people from Maharashtra. Our very important person who is with Honorable Chief Minister now, he was brought, to Gujarat to assist. Some officers came from Odisha, whereas Gujarat is having very very competent officers, but they were not knowing that who is trained, who is not trained, who can be of some help. The then chief minister, he took some of very senior people, and they were posted, at Anjar, at Bachao, at Bhuj, and all these places. They were camping. When Shri Modi ji, take over as chief minister, after some time, he took it very seriously. He said that I think the competent people should be there in those areas, and this is very important. So he realized that we should have full knowledge. State should have knowledge that who can be deputed and who can do what kind of work. So I think this data entries, this is not only for equipment and what you have, but the human resources also. How much human resources trained by NIDM, how many people trained by other organizations. And Sikkim is very fortunate that we were given chance in almost every training by NIDM. I remember in case there is less slot, even then they accommodated our participant. And I can say proudly that about 90% of our people, they are today trained, in disaster risk reduction in different aspects. But I think we should have this database that who is trained in what. In community participation, there are n number of subjects, which is being dealt by the NIDM and other institutions. And I think this database should be with the SSDMA and with the district, that how many people are trained in which subject. Similarly, the equipment, General Bindal has very rightly said that I think half of the battle is done in case you know that what resources you have today. And he is right, I fully agree with him that in case even one district is not cooperating, then it is incomplete. So I think Sikkim, I have no problem. I will request all the 4 districts that they should update, this database. I will request for one more thing in Sikkim, and I will do it, when I will discuss it with our secretary, who is very competent and very much interested, in the subject. Mr. Figu Bhutia, Mr. Keshav, and all these people who are who have undergone, this process. I will request them that this knowledge should go up to the block level, because we have limited number of blocks, and these blocks are having computers and all these facilities. So I think Sikkim can become the first state where IDRN, this database is not only with the district but with all the blocks, and all the block development officers and our people are very competent. In case there is orientation to BDOs, I think they will be trained in this exercise, and they will be knowing that what equipments are with the districts and what equipments are there in other districts. I will request to General Bindal that after completing this exercise, there is another exercise which is required, that we should have, sort of sharing of this information interstate. I mean, for example, Sikkim, we should have database, of West Bengal. We should have some database of Assam. We should have database of other states, so that, people, we cannot bring people from other states, but adjoining state, they have very important role. And in case we can share this information database, that will be very useful. So after completing this exercise, all states of this country and union territories, the next exercise can be that 2 adjoining states or 3 adjoining states, So how, they can they share this database, which is not very big thing. This is one country, so we are not, saving people only from Sikkim. In case something happen in West Bengal, Sikkimis, will be the first people who will help them and go to West Bengal and assist them. So I think information or database that should be available, to even to the adjoining state. I once again, compliment NIDM for this gigantic task. Why I am saying that it's not easy, because people they couldn't understand the significance of this. I'm saying that we should go in much more detail, and we have many things, available, but we don't know where it is and who own it. I think Sikkim is having a very big role because we have industries, we have some, tourist industry. So I think we should share this database with our other industries also, that in case there is anything happen, any man-made disaster or anything happen, then this information will be very useful to them. So once they know the importance of this, they will share that what they are having. And I think this exercise we should continue. We should update every month, that what we are having. And I fully agree with General Bindal that this will be, in case we have a full-fledged database, in case we have complete knowledge of what we have, then half the battle is won. So I think with these words, I once again thanks to Colonel Vashist and Balaji for coordinating this. And I request, Sikkim officers that take this thing, very seriously and not restrict it only to the district, but I think it should go below the district. And I think the first step will be the blocks. And as I announced several times, that Sikkim is trying to go up to the panchayat level. So we are going to train, about 25 model panchayats we are making, giving them training. So later on, we will share this database even with the panchayats, so that they know that what resources are with the state. So thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Thank you, Colonel Vashist. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. So with this, sir, we, as you have suggested, sir, that the sharing of information, since the database is available, but the sharing of information with from the neighboring states, especially to the state of Sikkim being the location of the state as such. So the sharing and the other geolocations and the sharing of database, so it is part of our next step. First step is the new website, which we will be training the SDMA officials today. But the next steps, as has been directed by our executive director, is the geolocation, geotagging of the inventory, making this inventory visible to all the stakeholders in the state. And as you have suggested that it can go up to the Panchayati Raj. And as on today also, sir, we have developed an API that I'll be briefing to the participants later on. So how can this database be utilized by the state officials so that this database can be shared with up to the block and the Panchayat levels as per your target and the dream, as you have suggested to the state of Sikkim as part of your outreach plan for the state disaster management authority officials. With this, sir, I would start with the today's proceedings. As per the agenda today, sir, we will be going virtually live for this orientation training program today. So I would request all the state participants to listen to what we have to say. And also, it is a format of a dialogue. We don't want it that it should be our knowledge which should be shared. I intend that the state disaster management authority officials, because you are dealing with the emergency situations at Sikkim state and various districts. You know your geoclimatic conditions much better than as we sit in Delhi and we discussing on the IDRN portal. So I would request everyone to pitch in with their suggestions, with their improvements in the present IDRN portal as we show it today. And I would request that when we leave today, we should be confident to work on this IDRN platform as we will be showing you today. So with me, I'll be giving a short presentation on the IDRN portal and special mention to the districts. What is the state today as on date about the database updations? And then we'll be taking you live on the portal, and Balaji and my colleagues Dharmender, they will be taking you live and will be training you on each dashboard of the new IDRN portal. So I would request each one to suggest and to clarify their doubts on the IDRN portal. So with this, I would share my presentation today. First of all, I will start with the mandate given as we are in Corona times and the festive season is still on, and we should always share this. We start with this slide only as mandated by the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Home Affairs, and so NIDM also propagate this for safety against coronavirus. We should wear masks properly and at all times. Wash your hands with soap and water regularly. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, especially. Keep social distancing and clean surface regularly wherever we are using or touching that surface. So with this, I would start with my presentation on the IDRN. Next, please. IDRN, as we all know, it is India Disaster Resource Network. This IDRN is a network system. It's a networking system wherein the management of this network is with NIDM. However, this network is the most important link in this network is the district administrations, the line department, which are feeding to the district administrations. Only role of NIDM is to manage this database portal. The major role is with the district administration. I will come to that also. Resource in this slide, as we see, resource is the inventory, the critical inventory as we talk, and the manpower, the critical equipment, who will run that equipment. So that manpower, specialized manpower, and that critical equipment formulates part of this particular portal. Next, please. The need was felt as we have, I've listed as our executive director and Professor V.K. Sharma, the vice chairman, has just said that we are, as in India, we are a very vast country with various geoclimatic conditions prone to various kinds of hazard. And so is the state of Sikkim. We are prone to various kinds of hazards, the emergency situations and the disasters. So we should be ready. And with this readiness, one of the most important is the inventory management. Where is the inventory lying which will be utilized during the disasters? That specialist inventory which is required. Normal items, normal use items are available in every household, every village, every district. But the specialist item or the critical equipment, where it is lying, where is the human resource which will operate this critical equipment? Like, for example, if there is an ambulance, so where is the ambulance located, and where is its operator, where is its driver of that ambulance there? So these two things, they formulate, these kind of things, they formulate part of this inventory management network system. Next, please. A need was felt by the government of India, wherein this disaster management platform, wherein all the inventory could be placed at one place, was and a network was thought out by the Ministry of Home Affairs in 2004 along with the United Nations Disaster Management Program. And this was built as a systematic inventory and equipment with skilled human resources. In the year 2008, in the month of June, was handed over to NIDM, and since then NIDM is responsible for managing this network. The primary focus, as in the slide, is to enable the decision makers. As we said today, the decision makers is you, the person you, the DDMAs, The officials who are actually the decision makers during the times of emergency is you, and the decision makers should have access to the equipment and the human resources required to combat any emergency situation is the primary focus of this IDRN portal. Next, please. This is the infrastructure, how this IDRN portal has been laid out. And if you see from top to bottom, the major stakeholders, if half of this picture is divided, is the districts and below. And half is with the NIC, and this portal is on NIC, managed by NIDM through internet. This is a portal which is right now available on internet, but we are going ahead with much more better system in this, so that offline mode can also be available in this particular network. So we are in development stage for this network. So as I have said earlier, that your suggestions are most welcome, and since we are at the development stage, so your suggestions are required by us. So we are meeting today. We will clarify your doubts on the present system, but if in case you have some suggestions on the on this IDRN portal, we'll be more than grateful to address those suggestions and make this portal more resilient to the requirement of the state of Sikkim. So it is on the NIC internet. All the security protocols are followed. I would here caution that this website being a database website, and the elements which are anti-government or they are inimical elements, they are likely to hit it through cyber attacks, and it has happened in the past. So the database should always be kept secured. The password and the login ID should always be protected and should be kept with the person who is responsible, and should not be shared with the person who should not have this password. In the past, we have had incidents wherein cyber attacks have happened, but due to the strong password policy which is being followed through NIC at NIDM, this system could not be hacked. So I would request everyone to take care for this aspect also in this network, because ARP's preparedness for disasters is one of the it will add on to the intelligence for the enemy states, enemy countries for us. So we should be privy to these kind of conditions also while we work on this platform. The line departments through various forms, Form 1 to Alpha to Bravo to Charlie, they give the database to the districts, and the district administration is responsible to enter this data on this particular IDRN portal. The last person who can handle the data as per the present protocol is the district administration or the DDM the officials from the DDMAs. So we due to the security concerns, due to the keeping that responsibility in check, so the password is, as per the government mandate, is being handled and is being given to the district administration only. Next, please. We will this Form 1 to Alpha and to Charlie, Bravo Charlie will be they'll be shown in detail by my colleagues Balaji and Dharmender, and they will explain you what are these forms and how do you enter the data on this particular IDRN portal. All the 36 states and union territories are registered on this portal, and they are entering their database. Out of 740 districts, 717 districts are on IDRN portal. Total items, 36 categories have been divided, and 289 items as on date are present on this IDRN portal. This is an ever-changing, ever-evolving list of items. There is a high-powered committee under the NDMA with NIDM, NDRF, and the state machineries and MHA. We formulate the list here in New Delhi, and this is the list we'll be sharing to. We have shared on the IDRN portal to be updated by the government, by the public sector undertakings, and by the private sector. As Professor Sharma just said, that we have a lot of industries in Sikkim state, and so the database, they will also be having many items out of this list of 289, which will formulate part of this IDRN portal. Because in times of disasters, we have an inventory which is lying with public sector or private, doesn't matter. It is this inventory is available. So at times of disaster, from wherever it can be drawn is always an asset at the, to save many human lives at that particular time. Next, please. This is the list for, this is the status for the Sikkim state as we see today. All these districts, 4 districts, east, north, south, and west have been shown here. In the past 1 year, from 1st October to 2009 to 31st October 2019, in the left side of this table, and then on the right, 1st October 20 to 31st October 20. So if we see that in the past 1 month, there has been no entry on the IDRN portal from your side. However, in past 1 year, there has been quite an entry in the portal, but the public sector undertakings and the private sector has not been touched. West district, especially, if the other 3 districts are doing, I don't foresee any reason why West district is not doing. And in case if there is any problem for the West district, we are here and we are the same organization, and we don't want to pinpoint that which district is working or which district is the best in entering the database. But as I have said earlier, that in times of disasters, this inventory is going to save lives. And where to draw, because it is not always that the West district would be is more prone, or East district is more prone to disasters. Disaster can happen at any time and at any point of time. So in case East district is affected, so the items and inventory can be seen in West district and can be rushed to East district at the times of disaster. So this inventory is for us also and for the others also in the state, as Professor Sharma has just suggested that even the neighboring states inventory should be made visible. So in our case, we are not maintaining our inventory only. So how can we expect the neighboring states to do it? So we should start updating this inventory, and any problems, anything, because we are same organization. We are part of the disaster management as per the orders of the Government of India. So anything where you are facing any issues, any problems, we are here to help you, and that too 24/7. It is not any time bound process that 8 hours we are working here for 24/7. Balaji and Dharmender, they are available on mobile. We'll be sharing their mobile numbers with you also. In case of any problem, you should get back to us. But this figure should, this database should, we should start entering. I'll show you the status of the country overall, because this COVID has given us special now situation wherein we can meet virtually also. We never knew that we can meet this way, and we can work out the IDRN portal, and we could improve upon the IDRN portal through these meetings also. So you are the 27th state, as I have said earlier, out of the 36 states. We have received a lot of suggestions from other states wherever we have met, and through this orientation capsule program. Next, please. So I would request you also to suggest us how can we improve and how can we improve the database entry. This is for the entire Indian context, that where IDRN was and where it is today in 2020. So you can see yourself the database, and it is quite heartening to see the states entering, and especially it has reached this peak when we have gone live and when these orientation training programs have started. And now the states and the districts have got a knack of how to work on this IDRN portal after we have gone to them. And in any case, if the district feel that you need a special training on this particular portal, we are there to help you. As a district also, we can take this orientation training for only one district, or for only one person also, we are ready to take orientation capsule training program. But we need this chart to progress as it is being doing in 2020. We are in November only, and you can see the peak, what we have achieved from last 5 years. So I would request Sikkim State to also work on updation of the database, and to see it that in times of disasters, it is only going to save the lives, this portal, this inventory, and this resource. Next. This is the API, as I have said earlier, that I'll brief you on what is in this API. This is API was developed when Kerala state has come to us after the floods, that they need this database to make their own inventory management software or inventory management database. Basically, they wanted to see the database, and they wanted to make an offline system of their own in the Kerala state. And after that, after we received a request from that state, we have developed this API, and now this API is available for all the states to be utilized in their for making their own and utilizing the database which an IDM gets from all the states and UTs. So you can also make the neighboring states of Bihar and the Odisha, they are also in the process of developing their own database management systems. So you can utilize it in case you want a training how you would like to utilize this API. So you can come back to us. We'll give you a special training on this API, how you can utilize this. So it is there and it is available. This database can be utilized for making your own plans in the district state disaster management. Next, please. This is the dashboard which Balaji would be taking, and Dharmender, they will be speaking to you on this, and they'll be taking you live, and they'll be explaining you each and every button on this new portal. This is a new website, as I've said, on 1st of June 2020. This was made live, and we'll be taking a training on this today. Next. And I would expect your suggestions on this particular portal, what we are showing you today. These are the contact details. You can see the mobile number also we have given. The websites, emails, you can come back to us on any of these platforms. Only request is that the updation of database should now pick up from the Sikkim state. With this, I would now request Balaji and Dharmender to take you live on this portal and explain all the integrity of this particular portal. Thank you very much, Balaji. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your insightful presentation about this new IDRN portal. Particularly, once again I thanks to Professor V.K. Sharma sir, Vice Chairman of Sikkim State Disaster Management Authority, and our Executive Director, Major General Manoj Kumar also. So myself, Balaji, I'm National Institute of Disaster Management, New Delhi headquarters. My colleague, Mr. Dharmendra, is also available. So now I'm going to take hardly 20 minutes. I request to all the state and district officials, please carefully watch my online live demonstration. So I'm going to talk about how to register the new department, how to delete the existing department, so how to update the resource inventory, and what are all the changes we have made in this new IDRN portal. What are the new functionalities available in this new IDRN portal? Since we have participation is very limited, but participation is almost only 10. But this for the reason behind of focusing this particular IDRN portal state-wise, we want to get each and every district. We want to get feedback or suggestion or any complaint regarding this IDRN portal. Feedback from each and every district of Pan India. That is the reason behind of this particular IDRN portal. We are focusing each and every state throughout India. So Sikkim is the 28th state union territory of this India out of 36 states and UTs. So if you have any suggestion or query or any feedback, any complaint regarding this IDRN portal, you may please kindly write in the chat box. So after my session, I'll come back to the question and answer session. Whatever you have the suggestion or feedback or complaint, you may please unmute from your side after my session. So you may please register with it. Definitely we will take on high priority your request and suggestion and feedback. So now I will be going to share my screen. Mr. Dharmender, I hope my screen is visible, right?
Right, it's visible.
Okay. See, this is the new IDRN portal. I request to all the district and state officials, please carefully watch my session. So I'll be going to take what are the functionality which we have developed in this new IDRN portal. So I hope this is the URL of this new IDRN portal, idrn.nidm.gov.in. This is the new URL of this IDRN portal. This is the home page. This is the home page of this new IDRN portal. Here you can see the total number of states UTs registered. There are 36 state UT has been registered in this IDRN portal from the state of Andaman to West Bengal. So second would be Sikkim. Second would be total number of districts. There are 740 districts we have found pan India. Out of 740 districts, 717 districts has been registered. Here you can see the red color and black color, the difference between the red color and black color. Red color is the district not yet registered with us from the Arunachal Pradesh. So black color is the district is already registered with in this new IDRN portal. So now we will see the Sikkim state, what are the district has registered, not registered. Sikkim state is only, there are 4 districts, so almost 4 districts has registered. If there is any new district from the state of Sikkim, I request to the state officials and state disaster management authority, please kindly write email to admin.idrn@nsc.in. If there is any new district created from your Sikkim state, definitely we will help you to create the new user ID and password. So next would be total number of items. There are 289 items which we have already enabled in this new IDRN portal. Out of this 289 items, you can't update or enter any of the additional item. If you have any suggestion regarding this new additional item, you may please always write an email to admin.idrn@nsc.in, or you may please send the email. Please send a letter, or you may please WhatsApp me or email me at any time. Definitely, we will help you to add those particular additional item in this new IDRN portal. We have the committee in the headquarters. So with the consideration of National Disaster Management Authority and the Ministry and the National Disaster Response Force and the NIDM competent authority will examine your additional item. If it is really helpful, definitely during the any disaster, definitely we will integrate that additional item into this IDRN portal. It's not only this 289 item is available in this IDRN portal. So here you can see the gas cutter too. From the page 15 page, we have given the paging. Here you can see the each and every page for the inventory item. So no need to check each and every page. For this IDRN portal will give you the very simple, very user friendly. If you want to search whether mask is available, you straight away search in the search box M alphabet. It will automatically show all the M alphabet under the inventory item. See here you can see the motorboats, motor launch, likewise MRI and minibus metator. So you can see the mask also. You can see in the mask. So that is what this new IDRN portal will give you the very user friendly. So mask. So you search mask. So mask is available in this IDRN portal. So you may update or you can enter the any data of the mask. It is comes under the critical supplies. So next would be the data status report. So I hope you all aware, we are updating each and every month the status report of the state wise and also district wise. Here you can see the state wise report annexure 1 from the Andaman to West Bengal. You can see the Sikkim state last 3 months. Before last 3 months, there are 2 record has been updated. Last month 0. I request to the Sikkim state and district level officer who is attending this particular online training program, please make some of the entry. Please make some of the entry so that it will definitely helpful during this any of the disaster. So that you no need to worry about the inventory item. So you can if you have the internet connectivity with your end, at your end, you can always search in this at that particular inventory item where it is located. You can easily contact that particular disaster manager at the time of any disaster. The annexure 2 would be the detailed report of the district wise report. Here you can see the Sikkim state, east, north, south, west, the detailed report. Each and every district, what are the data has been updated. From the north and south, west, there is no data has been updated from the last 3 and 1 month. So this particular, I hope you all might be aware this particular IDRN portal focusing on the state-wise. We no need to we are not mentioning the particular district or particular state, but we are requesting this importance of this IDRN portal, how it can be utilized in future and also at a useful level at your end. So I request to the state district of north, south, west, please get in touch with us at any time. If you have any doubt or clarification, definitely we will help you. So I'm going to take next 15 minutes hardly. So carefully watch my session. So after my session, you may please give any give direction or train it to a line department. Accordingly, they will update from there. And also, you may please kindly monitor this particular IDRN portal at least weekly or monthly once. So next would be countrywide query for resource inventory. Here you can see the resource inventory which is available at your end. So I'm going to select Sikkim state. So next would be the district. So once if you select the state, Sikkim state, it will automatically list out all the district. If you want to select multiple district, you can select multiple. If you want to select all, you can select all. If you want to know only one district, you can select only one district. That is what this new portal is giving you the made the user friendly. So I'm going to select all the district. So what are the data they are they have updated in the last 1 year, last 4 years. So the next would be the category. So there are out this 289 item we have classified 3 type of category. One is equipment, another one is human resource, another one is medical supplies. So equipment related items comes under equipment, human related items comes under human related, and medical supplies related items comes under medical supply. Professor V.K. Sharma sir said the human related item who are all trained at the district level and the state level. So there also that point also you can enter while updating this IDRN portal. So for example, the live I am going to select all the inventory item. So likewise, once if you select the category, it will automatically list out all the inventory item. For example, if you want to only know the tractor whether it is available, you search in the T. Automatically, it will display. Automatically, it will filter the tractor item. See, I want to search tractor. So I am going to select only tractor. I have only selected only one item. See here, you can see only North district has been updated. Only North district has been updated from the state of Sikkim. See, tractor only one number of quantities available. See, source is PSC unit, the NHPC Limited. NHPC Limited. This is the address. This is the contact person name. This is the contact mobile number. This is the email ID. See here, you can see the updation is required. The last updation he has done 2017. Each and every after 2017 he has done the updation. After 1 year, it will automatically expire. I request to the district and state officer, please kindly make sure whether this tractor is currently available in the state or not. Available in this particular department or not, that is what this particular IDRN portal will helps you to identify the inventory item in the particular department or in the district in the emergency time, at the time of emergency. So next would be about IDRN. I hope you all understand how this IDRN is functioning. What is the responsibility of state? What is the responsibility of district? So what is the responsibility of line department? Our respected Joint Director Lieutenant Dinesh Chandra Vasistha given the insightful detailed presentation about this IDRN portal. I hope you all might be understand. And the next would be resource inventory. For searching the resource inventory, we given the dedicated separate page also. Page for the user easy access. You can search in this page also. What I have searched in the home page countrywide query for resource inventory. Next would be item detail. This is I have just shown the demo for what is how to search the inventory in this IDRN portal. Next would be user manual. So we given the user manual in the PDF format also. I request to the district officials from the each and every district official from the nodal officer, please circulate this particular form to the all the line department, whatever the department comes under the control of district, and also you may please approach PSU unit and private unit. Honorable Prime Minister also has insisted and Honorable Home Minister also has insisted to utilize this portal as much as possible with the help of with the collaboration of the PS unit and private, not only the government industry, not only the government department. So request. So here you can see the PDF format. PDF format. There is what are the inventories we have classified under the what are the category we have classified, and what are the category we have classified. See here you can see the category name. 36 category we have classified. See category is cutter category. Under the cutter category, these are the items we have listed out the standard list with the high power committee with the help of high power committee. Gas cutter, cold cutter, bolt cutter. So likewise you can see the all the list of inventory item around 289, around 289 items, around 289 items. So next would be the data collection format. Most of the district and state is getting confusion. What is the difference of this particular form? Form 1, Form 2A, Form 2B. See, since this portal is able to update in the online, make the entry in online, but then what is the purpose? It's very simple. We will be share the user ID password to the only district level authority. We won't share the user ID password to the line department, any private industry, PSU industry, and the department. We have the user ID password for only state level. District level. Each and pan India, each and every district have the separate dedicated user ID and password. The district administration, the district headquarters from the nodal officer, district disaster management authority, department nodal officer has to circulate this form to all the line department. Once the line department fill it out the form as per our user manual inventory item list, you have to make the entry in the portal. Make the entry in the portal so that during any disaster or any emergency time, anyone can view this inventory item, and easily they can capture, easily they can identify the inventory resource in this in your particular state, in your particular within your district. So in the form 1 is needs to be filled department details, department name and address, contact person, email ID and mobile number is mandatory. Source, whether it is a government, they have to select government. Whether it is a PSU, they have to select PSU. Whether it is a private, they have to select private. Most of the district is making the mistake of selecting the industry type. I request to the concerned district officials and state official who is attending this particular online training program, please make sure whether the industry type is government, PSU or private. As per the industry type, you have to select the correct appropriate type. So don't mistakenly select all the department is government. So most of the districts is making the mistake of while updating the data in online, selecting government. That I will come back and I will explain where all the data entry operator or the district officials are making the mistake of while entering the data. See, this is the data collection format. Form 2A, Form 2, Form 2A, Form 2B, Form 2C. There are 3 type of form is available. Almost these 3 type, the 3 form is similar. Nothing is the difference between the Form 2A, 2B, 2C, 2B, 2C. The difference is only for easily identifying the inventory item, we classified 2A is only equipment related item. So the line department has to fill in this form. Only 2A is equipment related item, 2B is skilled human related item, 2C is critical supplies related item. So that the data entry operator at the district level administration nodal officer easily identify the resource inventory in the category wise. So no need to check each and every page. So where which page is human resources available and which side is human resources available, where tractor is available. So no need to check each and every page. So easily he can identify the Form 2A would be the equipment related item will only easily Form 2A will help you the identify the equipment related item. That is what this 3 form is we have classified. 3 form is classified. Next would be login. I hope all the district official and all the district official have the dedicated user ID password for the Sikkim state. If you don't have the user ID password for your district, I request to please kindly WhatsApp me or email me admin.idrn@ns.in, email me. I will send you the dedicated. I will send you the user ID password to the all the concerned district. So at least once again log in this portal and have a look how the dashboard we have developed, how to update, how to upload, how to delete, how to register the new department. Then you will get the clarity of this clarity of this IDRN portal. So it is very simple, it is very user friendly. So it's very self understandable only. It is not quite, it's not very difficult for understanding the updation of this IDRN portal. So I'm going to show a demo for how to register new department under your district, how to delete the department, how to update the inventory item, how to delete the inventory item, how to modify the existing inventory item. So next hardly 10 minutes I'm going to take. I request the district officer, please kindly carefully watch this session. So in the chat box I will in the chat box I missed out the YouTube link also. Missed out the YouTube link. See, this particular program is telecasting on YouTube live. YouTube live. In the chat box I am going. I have mentioned in the URL. If you have any doubt or any suggestion, if you want to see this online training program after some time or at any time, you may please click this link and save it to your mobile or your end. You can watch at any time. Definitely it will help you to understand this portal. So understand this portal. This is the dashboard. Once if you log in, you will get this dashboard. Edit DC DM detail. I request the district officer, please kindly update the correct DC, district collector, district magistrate detail who is presently in charge of this your particular district. Because when we are trying to connect to the district headquarters, the mobile number is not working, telephone is not functioning, email ID is not proper format, through email also no response, there is no correct nodal officer name here mentioned. So we were struggling for connect with the concerned district official. So request to the district officer, please kindly make sure each and every month or once the nodal officer or district collector is changed or transferred somewhere, you may please time to time please update the correct DCDM detail. So next would be item code. For easy understanding, we given the inside login also for 289 items. So next would data status report. We are working on it. Whatever so if you want to know the status report for the 2 month, 3 month, or your customized review 1 year from the state wise, district wise, so in the Excel format, PDF format, that process, that module we are integrating, that module we are in the process of integrating. We have almost developed. We are in the process of integrating that module in the live portal. So it may take next 15 to 1 month. After the month, you definitely that you can download the status report at any time. So district database, here you can see the record uploaded 659, number of item identified 202, and record uploaded 659 is from the 2016 to till date 2016 June 1 to till date 659 record has been updated. So number of item identified is out of 289 items, 202 item has been updated in this particular district. So for demo, we given the Delhi and the New Delhi district, but this is not actual data of the New Delhi district. So don't get any confusion. These were the demo purpose. We were mentioned in New Delhi district. That's the difference of this number of data uploaded and a number of item identified. The user manual also inside the login we are given. And the training video we are working on it. Whatever the new changes and the new integration, we will be definitely upload, and we are working on it. And data collection format we have uploaded the inside module also. So you may please download and circulate to your all line department. So notification we are working on it. Whatever data has been expired, we will give you the notification in this part. So next is most important thing. I request to the all district and state official. I thank once again all the district and state officials is watching this particular, sparing your valuable time in this in this new idea, understanding about this new IDRN portal. So now I am going to explain how to register new department, how to update the resource inventory in the particular department, how to modify the department, how to modify the resource inventory, how to delete. So I am going to take hardly next 7 minutes. So you may please carefully watch my session. So add record if in this particular district the new department is, for example, revenue, for example, any new private industries want to register, you have to click add record. You have to click add record. For example, say Sikkim Private Limited is one of the for demo I given the Sikkim Private Limited. So this Sikkim Private Limited wants to you have to register in your district. So you have to click add record. This is the only one-time registration, so no need to register each and every time. Once if you register, no need to register each and every time. So first time you have to register for Sikkim State, Sikkim Private Limited. I'm going to register. So Sikkim Private Limited department name, address under Sikkim, 100%. Contact person Venkat, contact Venkat, designation manager, whatever the designation you can mention in the designation. Address is Sikkim and pin code 110001. Mobile number is there. Mobile number is available. You can mention mobile number also. If a telephone number, if a telephone number is available, you can mention the telephone number also, 23438289. So the email, if email ID is available, you can mention email ID also, venkat.nic.in or gmail.com. This is mandatory email ID. So this is the most important thing, where all the data entry operator district is making the mistake of selecting the source. I hope you all aware, this is the private industry, Sikkim private industry. You have to select as per the industry type, private. So most of the district is making the mistake of selecting government. So when we are extracting the data, the different type of government or private and PSU, we were getting the false data from our database. So I hope all the district official make sure whether it is what type of industry. So this is the private industry. I'm selecting private. Submit. Once if you submit, details saved successfully. Department is saved. Department is registered successfully. No need to register next time. If in case if you want to update some of the entries after few days or after 1 month or after 3 months. So if you want to modify the data, you can modify the department detail at any time. So once if you registered, you will get the click here to add inventory record. So once this is the most important thing. So now you are going to update the resource inventory. See item. So I hope you all aware, this is the user manual. As per the user manual only, as per the user manual list only, we can able to update. Other than this list, you can't update. For example, I'm going to update basket. So type B alphabet, it will automatically list out all the B alphabet resource inventory. I'm going to update basket. So quantity, number of unit is also obviously it is a number. Quantities 12 quantities available. Location, the whatever the location you may mention the exact location. I request the district, please kindly mention the exact location. For demo I given the Sikkim. I request to please update the exact location of that particular basket where it is available. So item, if your item description matlab, whatever, is there any type basket, whether it's a plastic basket or steel basket or aluminum basket, or is there any type of and 50 liter and 10 liter or 12 liter, 5 liter, 25 liter basket. Likewise you can mention. So I am going to mention a steel bag. Steel basket. So that is what this customized description also we given, so that easily at the time of query weight search in inventory you can easily identify. So submit. So now one resource I have updated, basket I have updated. Now, if you want to update multiple, you can always type next after submission. Next this page will show. You can type next also. So I am going to update now heavy truck. Heavy truck, I'm going to update heavy truck. It is also unit is number. Obviously, the heavy truck I have 20 number of quantity. So location is Sikkim. I request to the district officer, please mention the exact location. Exact location. So heavy truck. Is there any type of heavy truck? If there any type of truck, is there any specialization of the company Asoka Leland or any Mahendra, whatever the type of, whatever the truck company or whatever the different 100, so 50 tire, 25 tire, or it's a 30 tire. Likewise, you can mention in the item description. So that the differentiate, so that the importance of this particular inventory item can easily identify the disaster manager at the time of rescue time. This will help. This big heavy truck will help. This small heavy truck will help. He can easily identify. If any particular contact person for this heavy truck, that also you can mention in the description. So the heavy truck I'm going to update. This is a 50 tire truck. 50 tire truck. Submitted. I hope you all aware there are 2 inventory item I have updated. So now come back. So after 10 days, after 1 month, or after 6 months, you want to update more items. Otherwise, you want to modify the item. Maybe there may be a chance for truck quantity might be reduced. There may be chance for basket quantity might be reduced. There may be chance for this Sikkim Private Limited not interested to registered with the IDRN portal. You want to delete the department. So after few days, what you have to do, you have to click modify record. Once if you click modify record, here you can see all the list of registered department which is under this particular district. See here you can see SIKKIM Sikkim Private Limited. I'm selecting Sikkim Private Limited. Here you can see the department detail. If you want to modify, you can modify the department detail. See, if you want to modify any of the contact person or mobile number, telephone number, email ID, you can mention. You can modify at any time. If you want to delete, you may please delete. Are you sure what to delete the department? Yes. See, this department can't be deleted because item dependent on this department. It means already, I hope you all aware, there are 2 items is already we have updated in this department. Firstly, you have to delete the items, then only it is possible to delete the department. That is what this feature we have added. So see here you can see the item list and add item. If you want to add more new item, click add item. Click add item. For example, I want to add CT scan now. So I am searching CT scan. So number is quantity, and quantity is 45 quantities available. Location is Sikkim. Is there any different type? You can mention different type. I am going to mention MRI CT scan and submit. See, this is what this new IDRN portal is developed. Very user friendly, very easy understandable, and at any time, at any point of your time, you can update, you can delete, you can modify. So I have updated 3 number of items after some time, after few days. It's just assumption. So now you have to check item list. Here you can see the item list. See, there are 3 items we have updated: CT scan, heavy truck, basket. So if you want to modify, you can see. For example, this quantity is reduced. See, you can modify at any time. For example, 30 quantities only available. Submit. See, 30 quantities, it is automatically reflected in the portal. 30 quantity. It is a private industry. See, data source is data entered 5 November 2020. That's all. If you want to delete the item, you can delete the item at any time. So basket is not available in this department, so I have deleted. I have deleted. So item is deleted. That's it. So this is the most core function of this IDRN portal. Next is department-wise report. If you want to see the department-wise report, you can see all the registered department-wise report. So Sikkim, I have selected Sikkim Private Limited. So there are 2 items in this particular department. That's it. Date-wise report. If you want to know the status of date-wise report from the 1 November to 6th November, submit. During this 1 November to 6 November, these are the 4 items has been updated. See, for example, 4th November is updated West Bengal Private Limited crane and heavy truck 4 type. Gas cutter also updated. From today date, Sikkim heavy truck and CT scan is updated. These are the so this way you can understand how many record we have uploaded in the date wise. District report is this is a consolidated report. Whatever the data you have uploaded in this particular department, you can easily identify the consolidated report of this consolidated report of this in this login. Next is show item detail for easy understanding, for easily identifying the item detail inside the module. Also, we given the as much as possible in the all the ways possible way, all the possible ways in the tabs, because so that the user easily identify. So this is the item we can enter. Other than this, we can't enter, so that they can easily identify. Because most of the district official is getting confused. Sir, we want to update. For example, for example. Light, for example, take light, they want to update light, focus light, focus light. Sir, we are unable to update the focus light. Sir, this portal is a resource inventory resource disaster related inventory resource updation portal. Why we are unable to update, sir? They were asking the question. So that, but it's not mean by that. It's not mean by this portal is not functioning well. It's not like that. We have classified already 218 item. So that is what this inside the module, each and everywhere they can easily identify. So these are the item is available. These are the item can update. So next is contact us page, addition of the new item. Whatever you have the suggestion, feedback or complaint, you may please register in the page and submit. Definitely we will review your query, complaint or suggestion. So next, I have logged out and I now this is a contact us page. Here you can see my WhatsApp number and my landline number, our official email ID. This is our official address. Whatever your suggestion or feedback or complaint, you may please write a letter or WhatsApp me or email me or telephonically. You can contact at any time. There is no point you need to hesitate from your end for any doubt or any clarification. So that is what this particular IDRN portal we have made it. We are in the process of making more utilization. We are in the process of making this portal more utilization. So now the time to discuss the question and answer session. Is there any doubt or clarification or any suggestion or any complaint this particular IDRN portal? I request to Sikkim SDMA or anyone from the each district, please kindly unmute your mic. Please raise your question. I request to the state officials and the district official, please kindly unmute your mic. Whatever you have the suggestion or feedback, any complaint where you are not getting my point or any doubt, you may please ask. You may please unmute your mic from your end and ask and registered with this. Definitely, we will take on high priority your request. We will take. We will integrate as per your suggestion and feedback. Focusing for this particular online training program, state-wise, we want to sensitize this IDRN portal to the pan India. Each and every district level, they have to we want to sensitize, so that the district might get the aware about might be aware about this particular IDRN portal. So we have next hardly say 8 minutes, 8 to 7 minutes. I request to the district official from each one from the north, east, west, south. Please kindly unmute your mic. Whatever your suggestion or feedback, you may please register with us. From Sikkim SDMA, is there any doubt or clarification, suggestion, feedback from your end? Can you please respond?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, I want to ask that, like, after monitoring the this thing, resource. So is that resource will automatically get deleted after a certain period of time, or it will stay there, sir?
No. It won't delete unless from your end deletion, it will only expire. The detail will give you only expire. The data is expired after 1 year. That's it. But you have to update. You have to delete from your end.
Yes.
Okay. It won't delete automatically. We won't delete automatically even from our end. Without permission, without your intervention, your permission, the data won't be deleted.
So we'll just go through this portal, and if any doubt, we will be contacting you, sir.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. If the not only this particular online training program, if you have any suggestion or feedback from your end, you may please always write email to admin.idrn@nic.in, or you may please write a letter to our office. Good office. Definitely, we will respond to you at any time.
Sir, one thing was like we have in like the old portal, we have already entered some data. So will that we have to delete all this data and again and do a new entry?
No, sir. That last 4-year data is available in this new IDRN portal. If the data is still available, you may please once again modify or update from your end. If the data is not available, that particular department, you may please delete.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is anyone from district of East, West, South?
Hello, sir. I'm from North District.
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Actually, I wanted to clarify one thing. During the filling of the details of district collector, there are some spaces like the contact details. Since most of our landlines don't work usually most of the time.
Yes, Balaji. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. What I wanted to suggest or ask was that that not be mandatory, because whenever we enter the landline number, most of the time the landline won't work out here. So if it was optional,
okay, sir. No, sir. That yeah. Okay, sir. Thanks for your kind suggestion. And definitely we will remove that mandatory. Definitely we will remove our telephone number mandatory for that field particularly.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Any other suggestions or any other questions on IDRN? You may ask.
It's a humble yes, sir. It's a humble request from National Institute of Disaster Management. If there is any question or suggestion, you may please unmute from your end. So we have next 3 to 4 minutes hardly. We are in the end of the we are in the point of the end the meeting.
Okay, Balaji, if there are none, people can the officials can connect with us through email or through the mobile phones, as we have shared the contact details with all. With this,
Yes.
I would, in case Professor V.K. Sharma is not seen, I think he's disconnected, I think, and no issues. And with this, I take this opportunity to thank each one from the state of Sikkim, all the districts who have taken out their time from their schedule to listen to us here at NIDM. I thank each one of you for participating in this one-day virtual training program on India Disaster Resource Network. I would like to conclude with only one request, that the database is quite very important in handling and in managing the disasters in times of emergency. And we have had examples in the past wherein this inventory resource management network has helped many states for managing the disasters. So I would request you to update your database, to update your entries on the IDRN portal, to open the public sector undertakings and the private sector to feed in their data, their inventory in this database. So with this, I would thank each one of you, and I would like to conclude today's session. In case you need any more further clarifications or any suggestions, you may connect with us at any point of time. Thank you very much to each one of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind.